as you've seen, I think the last video we did was the day in the life, or what we do in a daily routine. That was part of a run that we were taking from Omaha, you can tell it's early, Omaha, Nebraska to Trebetteville, PA. We got that delivered. We were early. We were there at 7. Unfortunately, what we didn't realize, because it doesn't say anywhere in the paperwork, was that it was a local delivery. When I mean local, we're talking small town. It was a True Value. We're parked across the street in a local store. Bonus was for Sam, she could pick up a couple things that we didn't have in her cooler, icebox, ice chest, Cooltron, whatever you want to call it. But we sat there and it took forever. The kid started to unload behind their building where it was supposed to go, and then we had to, because the 2 pallets from the shipper were seriously wedged in, they had to we had to go over to where they actually do their unloading off of a dock, because we were first doing it with a pallet jack and that, which is not a big deal. I thought it'd be quick, easy, get it off, come on. No, sir, thank you very much. We got over to the dock, got it backed in, which was a nice little snug location, and it just went downhill from there. We went from being early to killing, I think, 2 hours, getting this, just the biggest hour and a half we killed was getting these 2 pallets off. The kid tried to chain one of them to tug on it, and when he did, he didn't chain in a spot that would be worth tugging at, and he busted the pallet up worse, and he was just screwing stuff up. And finally I got in there and I was like, here, let me do this. Finally, after a lot of just pissing and moaning, I told him, let me do it. I didn't get in the high-low, mind you, but I picked where, told him, okay, basically I talked him through how to get this shit unhooked. And then I was like, well, you got anything? So, because what had happened is when in the very back of the pallets, one pallet caught the other, and you couldn't, one was too heavy to pull, and it'd slide off the forks, and the other one was wedged in because the way they set them in, they set it almost on top of each other. Not too bright on the loaders. But we got them out of there, put us about a half hour, 45 late to our reload. Well, that just started a ripple effect. Basically, if your day starts off wrong, it's just going to ripple effect. We got to the reload, picked that up. That was over in Milton, PA, and the load was 45,145 pounds. Well, we got the load with no problems. I mean, in and out, I'm picking it up. But for any of you that know anything about truck weights, we got to scaling, and it's a 79,700 pound load. The first weigh we did was steer axle 11,620, drives were 34,1, and trailer was 33,980. Actually, I think that was a second weigh. That was a second weigh. First weigh was 11,760, 31,980, and 36,180. Well, the trailer tandems were up, so I moved them back 7 holes. With my stat rat, made it real quick and easy, faster than the guys at the fuel islands who were fueling their trucks. And then, of course, I got it to where it was 34.1 on the drives and 33.9 on the trailers. But I was still over on my drives and my trailer. Well, Swift won't let you roll like that. So what I did is I put the landing gear down. I've got a fifth wheel that you can shift, and I think, I don't know what the weight is, but I moved it 1 notch forward, and I moved it to 12,120 on the steers. Drives were 33,840, and trailer was 33,980. So basically I had everything under 34 minus the steers. And Swift Dispatch let me roll with that, which is fine by me because I didn't feel like going back to the shipping further back. It's Sunday morning. We're behind because of this by about 3 hours. We're not going to get to our delivery till probably almost 11 a.m., which is 2 hours past when the original was. But the way the day went, when we were already killing 2 hours, and our day was just screwed up, And yesterday we did do, it may have been screwed up, but we did 490 miles in 9 hours, a little over 9 hours. But a lot of that was off-duty sitting because of the delivery one, the reload at the other, and the scaling. So we were not out of hours, but that off-duty still will slowly click off your 14 for the day. It may not eat up your 11, but it does factor in there in the long run. All right, so you guys always want to know what goes on with my pre-trips and stuff like that. Well, we pre-tripped this morning before we headed out on the road and everything was fine. Well, when we went to do our trailer swap at Walmart, my little hazards on the Volvo started blinking erratically. Well, in this truck, it'll roughly give you an idea of if it's left side or right side. And as you can see, I've got my hazards going on the left side of the whole truck. The only thing flashing is the left side. And as you can see, the right side is shot. So while we finished our pre-trip on the trailer, brought it over to where we took lunch, and then now I picked up for $4.99 another bulb. Now, yes, it doesn't look, I mean, it doesn't say the same thing on it, but it is an exact match. Same 3-prong outlet. It's exactly the same product. So basically, to swap it out, and you gotta love these, all you have to do is pop them out. Bring it around the back side. Pop that off. And you can see there's that one. Take the new sticky off. And before we go any further, we will as you can see, it works. Hazards on both. Now you do is just bring it up in from the back. You're gonna slide it in the flange. Sorry guys, it's a little bit of a tough angle. Make sure it's nice and snug in there. And there you go. That's as easy showing as it gets. And that's how you change a light bulb on a Volvo. And as you can see now that I've replaced the bulb, this has gone back to flashing normal. This will also pop up and we'll say right side or left side. I don't even know if I got the error anymore. Nope, so the bulb I replaced, fixed everything. So there you go. That's a quick bulb change out on my daily routine. So that's what you get when you post trip. Sometimes you find stuff like that, and it was about $5 for a bulb. So always carry a couple of spares.
So after Nick got done doing Truckers Talk, if you were following us, and then if you followed our little tweets or whatever they're called, we decided to walk down about half a mile or so down. I'm kidding, tell you. Good thing Nick drives the trucks. We had to walk down to Kroger, and we had someone just one of our viewers asked us if we ever made cornbread in the truck. Well, we found this. That is, you just add water, and we're going to make up some cornbread and see how that goes. And then we also got, what is in these wonderful bags?
You can also use any Jiffy or whatever. You just have to follow directions. Basically, you're going to prep it as it says on the package. We just got the one because we don't want to carry milk and eggs.
Right.
What else did you get?
We had, I believe it was another viewer had asked about fresh cooking meats in the truck, so we found some beef stir-frying
beef strips.
Yeah. I should say Nick found them. I don't do good on making meat. And then some pork chops. So we're gonna probably this evening make up some cornbread, some pork chops, and probably some mashed potatoes, and have us a good home-style meal. And we'll.
But how are we gonna prep them?
Prep the meat. Right?
Yeah. How are we gonna do the meat?
We're gonna actually open up this container, and we're of course not going to make them all up at once, but we have our little grill that I've only been making grilled cheeses on it, which we haven't shown you guys yet. But that grill's kind of like a little George Foreman grill. Has a little drip tray and everything, and says you can cook meat on it. So we're definitely going to give that a run today and make up some pork chops.
And then how are we going to do the cornbread?
Cornbread, I believe the first method we were going to do was crock pot method.
Okay, and then later we'll try the other version.
Yep, we've got little pans and stuff in the little ovens that we have.
Okay, so that'll be dinner in a little while.
Yep.
But since we just got done walking, we're going to kind of relax, watch some TV, and then go from there, right?
Exactly.
Alrighty. Okay guys, one thing that we haven't shown you guys is our little Ultron George Foreman style 12 volt. Basically, what I've done is I've sprayed the surface with a little non-stick spray, cooking spray. I've done that even though it is a non-stick spray, we still don't want it to stick. It's got a little drip pan down here in the front. Sam's usually used this for doing our, what do you call it?
Grilled cheeses.
Grilled cheeses. We're going to put a couple of pork chops. We've got, it was a pack that had probably 3 dinners worth in it. And all we're going to do is put a little garlic salt on it, which actually has some pepper in it too. We're just going to lightly sprinkle this on here on one side. Okay, definitely the word lightly is one side only on this. And then we'll let that sit for a sec because we're in the cold coulis. And we'll probably make that a priority food for a while, so you guys will get to see us do that, and some beef and stuff like that. So I guess what we'll do is we'll take a quick second, and it feels pretty good.
Yeah, once it gets going, it gets going, yeah.
I mean, it's not like majorly hot, but it's a good hot start. So I will take my special tongs. I'll put this one in this way. I will put this little bad boy in over here. You hear a little sizzle. And I'm gonna just say, see, it's not gonna really squeeze them, so we're gonna probably have to flip them because they're so thin. It's 9:36. I'm gonna say I'll give it about 36 for about 5 minutes. Okay, it hasn't been the time frame, but we're gonna take a quick peek. And as you can see, that's cooking up real cool. And we're actually just gonna take a quick second, flip them over. Oh yeah, you can see the juices running off of them. Thin cut, man, ain't gonna take long. I don't know, we might have to get more of these. So the little juices going to the middle. See them down the little juicy river? Yeah, this ain't gonna take long. Better hope those potatoes get done quick, woman. We're gonna be eating cornbread with nothing. So I'm gonna close that back up. And probably give it a couple more minutes.
Everyone fights, no one quits.
Yes.
What you doing?
Clean up my trailer because it looks like shit. Dropping it at Procter & Gamble
Okay.
today, so
They have a little bit of, you gotta have to.
it's just easier just to sweep it for a sec and then call it a happy day.
Yeah.
And you don't get in any trouble. So, like, Nick, what are you going to do? Are you going to be the stereotypical, like, trucker that doesn't give a shit and wipes the shit straight down? Look down to the ground, Sam. See all that shit? That's some other guys doing what I'm doing right now.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do? Always making sure he's got a 3-point stance coming out of the trailer. Holding on.
Stay there.
Now some places will have their garbage cans chained, so you can't technically do this. So we've used like Walmart bags and stuff before, and like garbage bags, but this makes it easy.
Oh my god, that was so tough. Oh my god, guys, I don't know if I can handle that much work. And guess what? My trailer's clean.
Yay!
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Looks better.
Looks a lot better.
You're standing like way back there. I'm short, shut up.
Nice and clean.
I am the Great Wise Cheeto. I will hurt you if you mock me. What? You will hurt me if I mock you. I'm mocking you. I'm going to get hurt as soon as the camera goes off.
Yep.
That's why I never know how long you record. That's as tough as my day gets. If I feel it, I mean, if a trailer's open, which we rarely get them, where I can get into them. I seen this one when I checked it at Walmart when I picked it up yesterday. Knew I was going to probably sweep it out because of where we're going. Only a couple hours with this trailer, but I will leave it better than I found it.
Yep.
So then I can't get yelled at down the road. Well, you don't clean up your trailers. Oh, guess what? I do clean up my trailers.
Hello everybody. We are cooking in the truck again today. And as you can see here, I've got some fresh stew-like stir-fry meat, beef, and we put some whole kernel corn in there, and a can of Bush's baked beans, and about a 1/4 cup, maybe a little less, of honey barbecue sauce, and a 1/2 cup of water because we're going to add rice to it later. And that's what it looks like right now. I apologize about the turbulence. We are going down the road in, I think,
I-71 North.
in Ohio.
Yeah, I-71 North in Ohio.
Okay.
Near Belleville.
So we are going to secure this with its little bungee and let it cook for a couple hours. Alright folks, about half an hour ago when we got here, I put in a 1/2 cup of rice, because if you recall earlier I put in a 1/2 cup of water, and this is what it turned out. Nice little like beef, almost goulash thingy. Smells like barbecue because I put the barbecue sauce in it. Television! Woo. So that is what we'll be having for dinner tonight. I'm Cheeto and I approve of this message.
Oh, come on! What the hell?